How loud is this gonna be? This should be good. At any point, let me know if the audio needs remixing. So this came at the end of a bunch of Splatoon 2 stuff, and I was so angry that they were doing more Splatoon 2 because I thought they were gonna give me Smash Brothers. I was like, you can't do this to me. How dare you do something like this to me? And then they didn't do that to me. Around when they threw the grenade, I was like, that seems like a Smash Brothers move. No, it's probably not. And then everything fades out. I'm like, okay, here we go. What is this? And then the classic shot right here. And I wish so much I could have enjoyed this. But then this was met with months and months of people saying, it's probably a deluxe because we all thought we were getting a deluxe. Ergo, we're all right and it's a deluxe. And then even at E3, like, listen to this. That's a brand new sound effect, new logo, you know, very similar, new 2018. That's huge. That was so huge in March. Like, figuring out, okay, it took me about an hour to figure out that this wasn't a port. I did a bunch of, like, detective work. I looked through and I saw, like, okay, well, this has, hold on a second, let me update with the next video. I was like, this has a copyright that's only 2018. That means that it is not a deluxe of a previous game. And then they changed Link's model, and the eyeball memes were great. I love those. But they changed Link's model, and they added Inkling I can't talk. They added in Inkling as a character. So that all combined together amounted to, you got a new Smash Brothers game. And people wouldn't let me have that fun. So then we get to E3. Or we would get to E3 if this would have played. Did I put in the wrong code? Let me see here. I did. I missed the letter. 1 second. I was about to say, I hope YouTube didn't go down again. Here we go. So E3 was a big deal.
Hi, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. Today, I'd
let me
like
know.
to introduce you to the new
This
Super
audio
Smash
might
Bros.
be too
game
loud.
on Nintendo
Let me know if
Switch.
it is too loud, because this
As
is
you
also
may know,
kind of
Super
getting
Smash
things ready
Bros.
for
is an action game about smashing
for
beloved
E3.
game
Or not
characters off the
E3.
screen.
the next direct.
Many fighters.
I
have
want it.
appeared
I
in
want
the
it to be
series.
balanced. I want you to be able to
I'm
hear
sure you
like
are all
what
eager to
Sakurai's
find out who
saying
will be
and like
joining
all the
the
sound
roster
effects
this
and music
time.
and stuff. But I also want me to be audible.
So we
you
made
know?
a video to showcase some fighters appearing in the game. The number next to each fighter signifies the order in
Okay,
which
so
they
we're
joined
getting
the
into
Super
the-
Smash Bros. Series.
the whole, you know, everyone is here thing, which
Please,
no one
take a
knew
look.
about until obviously Snake showed up, right? And then we pretty much figured. But like, if you look at my reactions, I am screaming right now because this looked so beautiful, and it still does. It still looks so beautiful. It's amazing. Normally, a game like this, it'll wear off, but like, the first game in this series to really do that to me was Brawl. Was it so hard to believe about a new game after 4 years? Honestly, for some people it was. They said, well, this is a really quick turnaround, don't you think? The DLC only stopped like 2 years ago or something like that, you know? Wasn't the last DLC in 2016? Something like that. But, yeah, people had a hard time believing it. I don't really see why. And then this comes out, and it's like, okay, well, we see a lot of similar models, a lot of similar stages. This is a 4.5, and then that kept getting thrown around. And that was really obnoxious to me, because I was like, you're obviously just a bunch of kids who are upset at the fact that you were wrong about this being a port, so now you're trying to go with the next best thing to say that you were right even though you were wrong. It's like, oh, I mean, it's not a port, but it's basically a port. It plays exactly the same. And then people actually started playing it and realized that wasn't true. But just think about this for like 1 second though. Like, the everyone is here thing has been so overshadowed by the idea of new characters and stages and everything like that. But there were no cuts. If I can bring up my Smash Bingo thing, look at the releases thing. I figured we were losing Lucina, Greninja, Ryu, Shulk, and Duck Hunt at a minimum. I also kind of thought we might lose Wii Fit Trainer because, you know, Wii Fit and Nintendo Switch, they don't really mix. But then, like, you see Cloud, and it's like, oh, Cloud made it back? How did they get Cloud back? That's kind of crazy. Not as crazy as them getting Snake back, because this was a deal that they made with Kojima. Kojima told Sakurai that he wanted Snake in the game. So, I don't know how Snake got back. I really don't. That is the biggest surprise. They must have really backed up the money truck. Like, even characters no one asked for, like Bayonetta. No, even characters that nobody asked for, like Young Link or Pichu, like, brought them back. It's a celebration of everything that's Super Smash Brothers, and it's so insane to think about. And then they show it off, I think, in the August Direct, but then they give people their mediocre little consolation about clones and everything like that. Like, they start calling people Echoes in this Direct right here, which was a brilliant move, because you changed a word, and then everyone suddenly was okay with clones. But, yeah, and people come up their excuses for why they're not just turning a 180 out of nowhere because of a name change, but you did. But they also got the option to merge in the character select screen, you know, where you'd put up what was it? It was like, you had an option so that if you had like Peach and Daisy side by side, and you could click, say, I don't want her taking up another slot, just put Daisy up in the corner there. Their new Echo logic, I'm sure Lucina would say. Yeah, absolutely. And if I had known about Echoes, you know, that would be one thing too. And just thinking about it, I'm looking over Smash Bingo again, which was made a long time ago. It was made in March.
That's right. Every fighter in Super Smash Bros. History is joining
now,
the
Lucina
battle.
would have been the only one out of those that would have stayed by Echo
Indeed,
logic.
absolutely,
but yeah,
every Super
absolutely.
Smash
Why
Bros.
not?
Fighter
You know,
ever is in this game.
That's what I
Whether
said
they
about
were
Lucina and Dark
originally
Pit.
DLC
Like,
or
why
only
not? Like,
appeared once in the past.
It's
We
nothing.
believe that's what players want.
Oh,
so
man.
we made the impossible possible.
So this is where I realized that something
Any way
was
you
different.
slice it, this one has
When
the most
Pikachu
smash
does
for
that
your
combo,
buck.
not only does
Simply
Pikachu have a
put,
new
this
neutral
is the
air,
biggest crossover
but
in gaming history.
hey, red marker,
Once again,
thanks.
Worlds will collide.
I need to remind me to turn
Even
off
so,
alerts when
your
it's a
starting
new
roster
direct,
may be as
because
small as the
this is
original
obviously, I have them
Nintendo
on
64
intentionally for this, but this just reminded me
We've
I need to
streamlined
set
the
a reminder
conditions for
somewhere.
unlocking fighters.
Uh,
We want to make the process
And I was just saying,
interesting,
oh
so
yeah,
it feels like you're
Pikachu did the
constantly
knockback and
recruiting
everything,
popular
and it
characters
was
to your side.
the balloon knockback, you know, and no one really knew what it was at that point, but I was like, it
See
looks
what happens
different.
when you pit many
There's something different
fighters
about
against one
knockback.
another.
And then I got super excited, because there was still that part of me that was like, well,
Now
what
let's
if this
take a
is
closer
just a
look at
deluxe?
certain
Because they
fighters
called
by
it
highlighting how
Ultimate.
they've changed since their last appearance.
What if it's a deluxe? What if all of
Mario's
everyone's
still easy
fears
to
were
use,
true, but they're
we
not?
did add a little something or someone
50
from
days.
his latest adventure. He can also wear his wedding and builder outfits.
So they're talking about outfits
Link
right
dons
now.
his champion's tunic from the Legend
We
of
won't get a
Zelda,
chance to
Breath of
see
the Wild.
Ridley's Meta Ridley
His bombs
outfit
are
until
now
the very
remotely
end, obviously.
detonated.
But a lot
And
of
his
people
final
pointed
smash
out, you know,
unleashes
we've got
ancient
proof
power.
that Meta Ridley exists. In the
can
reveal
also wear
trailer,
Link's
it's there.
familiar
In his
tunic
character
of the wild.
video, it's there. In Dark Samus's character video, it's there.
Although it's been a while,
And
the
maybe
two-in-one
in
fighter,
Dark
the Ice
Samus's
Climber, is back.
reveal trailer too. And there are even screenshots on the
together with
website of
Mana.
it, so it's like,
Once
why is
she's
this not in the
gone, you're in
demo?
serious
It's
trouble.
obvious this is ready to go.
Ike's outfit
And
from
there's
Fire
a
Emblem
theory.
Path of Radiance
I don't
returns,
know if it's just
along
me
with his
saying
look
it,
from Fire
or if
Emblem
other
Radiant
people
Dawn.
actually have this theory too,
Now
but
you can use
it's
both
the idea
versions
of
for the
what
first
if
time.
you have unlockable skins?
The two
Wouldn't that be
different versions are
really
even
fucking
voiced a
cool?
little different.
Like, just think about it.
Prepare
Say like,
yourself. Prepare
hey,
yourself.
I'm a Ridley main. I want to get really good as Ridley.
We now
but
have the
ooh, I want
female
that Meta
version of
Ridley
Pikachu,
skin.
complete
Oh, if you want
with a
Meta
heart-shaped
Ridley, you got to
tail.
beat classic mode on very
Did you
hard.
notice Pikachu
Oh yeah,
Libre
it's gonna be
is a girl?
difficult, but you get this little badge of honor of being able to wear Meta Ridley as a skin.
Fox's design is now based
I'd
on
love
Star
that.
Fox Zero, and his final
You know,
smash has received an overhaul.
give me 64 style
This time,
Ness.
final
I will
smashes
do
are
whatever
straight to
you
the point,
ask
so
me
you
to
can
do
get
in
right
that
back to
game
fighting.
for 64 style Ness.
Falco's final smash features an unorthodox ship formation that's more unruly than Fox's.
So I like how they changed Final Smashes.
Either way, the
of course, it
Landmaster
comes up
is
more in the August 8th Direct, but they of course added the new mode where you can charge
In
up
one-on-one
Final
fight,
Smashes as you
Ryu
play.
will always face his opponent,
And that's
just like in his
That is a
original game.
brilliant idea, really. I
It's
have
a
to
small
ask again,
touch
is
that
the audio
reduces
okay? It
accidental
seems like I'm
command
being
inputs.
drowned out according to all this.
Charge moves.
Can you confirm with me,
like Samus's
Omega,
charge
or
shot
anyone
can
else in
now
the
power
chat
up
too,
mid-air.
if I'm being drowned out? Because if so,
You can cancel with
I need
jump
to.
or dodge,
It's not
but
as
you'll be
important
open
for now, but for the actual direct when it happens
Marth's
soon,
dancing blade
hopefully.
is faster, and it's
I
easier to
definitely don't want to be
unleash one
drowned
after
out,
another.
but I also don't
This
want to
holds
drown
true
out the
for
direct.
Roy and
That's more
Lucina,
important.
too. In addition, Marth is
what was
now
I saying?
fully voiced in English.
Oh yeah, the final Smash meter. It's really nice that they have these all sped up now because
Backed
I
by
want to play
popular
that
demand,
mode.
veteran
I don't
fighter
expect
Snake is
competitive
sneaking
players
back
to.
into the fray.
You're asking them to
It's been
change
10
a
years
lot
since his
already
last appearance
because
in
there are
the
going to be so many
series, we
legal
can
stages.
finally make some new dream
A little
matches
bit?
come
Okay.
true. Of course,
Let
Shadow
me-
Moses Island is back too.
I lowered it 4 decibels. We'll see.
King DDD's final smash is basically a cage fight where he unleashes missiles.
We'll see where
and
that
jet
goes.
hammer.
Because I think it's at the point in the bar that I want it to
is
be.
also returning from Super Smash Bros. Melee.
But yeah.
His electric shock still damaged itself.
So that's.
too,
I
be
keep getting
careful.
ahead of myself talking about stuff in the August Direct. Like they're showing
In The
off all
Legend
these
of
new
Zelda:
changes
Breath
to
of
the
Wild,
characters.
Zelda's more into research than fighting, so
When
her
he brought
design
up
is
Zelda,
from The
this
Legend of
proved to me
Zelda:
how
Link
much of
Between
a
Worlds.
a
Zelda is much
perfectionist, I
more
guess,
elegant and regal than
Sakurai
other
is,
fighters,
right?
but we made sure you wouldn't
Sakurai wanted to make
underestimate energetic
absolutely sure
Her
that
final
this
smash
game
is
is
a seamless
perfect.
move.
He didn't want
Triforce of
anyone to have any minor complaints even. So instead of putting the Breath of the Wild Zelda in,
Sonic's
he was like,
final
well,
smash,
this
Super
one, A
Sonic,
Link
is
Between
more
Worlds or
souped
whatever
up
it
than
is.
ever.
This one
Either
would fit
you're
more
too
because she
slow
does
or
this
lightning fast.
in that game, but she doesn't really do that in Breath of the Wild. Just like the attention to
Pac-Man
detail
also
is
got a speed
everywhere.
boost This time around. Looping around the stage sounds just like Pac-Man, don't you think? Pokemon Trainer is back with Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. You can change Pokemon during battle, and this time there's no penalties for sticking with one, so feel free to pick your main.
That's huge right there. Huge for me.
Also, you can play
Where's the direct
as a
by
female
one?
trainer
Alright.
for the first time.
There we go.
Some fighters, like Captain Falcon, trigger a dramatic slow-mo effect on strong attacks in one-on-one fights. And of course, his hazardous Big Blue stage is making a return. Just like before, you can play as Cloud
You know,
in his Final Fantasy VII
I keep saying this to my
costume or his
friend.
Final
I'm not like a
Fantasy
big Final
Advent
Fantasy
Children
VII fan.
costume.
I don't hate it. I still need to play through it. I've never actually
Now
beaten
you
it.
can see his limit gauge
But
near his damage
Out of
percentage
any
at all
character,
times.
Cloud is the one that
Special
still
displays are available for
sticks
certain
with
other
me
fighters
as
too.
what is he doing here? And not in a bad way. This is so
You can see
incredible
how
to
much
me
longer
that
Robin
Cloud
can
actually
use
made it in
Levin
here.
Sword and Tomes.
You know, it's
For Villager, we
it's just
made it
it's so
easier to
crazy
see
to
what
me.
you've
You see
pocketed.
Cloud next to like Mega Man
Between
or
the
Mario
male
or
and female
something. It's like this
versions,
doesn't seem
there are
real.
8
This is
different
fake.
Villagers.
But it's not, and I've even played
Bowser's
as Cloud
final
before
smash,
because he was in
Giga
the last
Bowser, is
game.
Even bigger
But it's still
and
hard to
better.
believe.
He's now as big as Bowser from the Yoshi's Island game. All of Mr. Game & Watch's moves are back, and he looks even more like he did in his original games. His transformations are more full of character than ever. Young Link from Super Smash Bros. Melee is making
This
a
is right.
comeback that makes 3 Links for the first time. Lon Lon Milk, anyone? After 10 long years, Wolf makes his return. His design is based on Star Fox Zero, and each of his moves have received a significant upgrade.
Man. I didn't care about Wolf and Brawl at all,
Kirby
but this
is
new
his
design and
usual puffy
everything
self.
just looks so
But we've
cool.
added a little something to his stone ability. He has a copy ability for every fighter. The
Final
more
Fantasy
fighters
VII
you
is
have,
coming
the
to
more talented
Switch.
he becomes
That
to
is so
develop.
weird. Alright, can I
Shulk used
I'm
the
gonna
part
I'm gonna
with
actually
heated
pause
button
right
presses.
here for a second. Because I always wanted to see all these skins. Let me frame up until it gets to the. I might be doing a lot of frames at this rate.
The
Let me
more
just-
challenging he becomes to.
There we go. Look at this. Look at all these skins. This is incredible. Like this is one character. Look at that. Okay, you got Sheik and Pit and Ryu, all these guys, all of them. Look at Snake. That's hilarious. I love it. This is Sakurai did not cut any corners. None of these look like cheap nothing skins. Even Ivysaur, I guess that would be the closest one here that you'd see, but Ivysaur, it still looks kind of cool. It's like an Ivysaur hat. It looks, honestly, it looks kind of morbid, like you just chopped off his scalp and then put it on as a helmet, but like, man.
Develop.
No corners cut. It's amazing to me.
Shulk used to require repeated button presses to toggle Monado arts. But now you can choose a specific one with a button press and a quick directional tilt. Sure is handy to change arts on the fly.
Oh, I forgot
You
about
also
that.
added Fiora
Shulk
to
is
his
going to
final
be a
smash.
very, very good character for anyone who wants to put in the time now. Because that's going to be really quick inputs, but if you can
Ganondorf rises
launch
again,
somebody up
returning
really
to his
high,
popular
I'm already
design
thinking about
from
it.
Legend of
Say you
Zelda:
launch someone up
Ocarina
really
of
high,
Time.
I don't know how the up B
And for
really
his final
works
smash,
if it
he
carries
becomes
people,
Demon King Ganon.
but if you can get someone up near the top,
Mii
and then you
Fighter's
use jump,
proportions have been
and then
tweaked
at
a
the
bit.
peak of your jump, you
There are
catch
3
them
types:
right up near the blast
Brawler,
zone, turn on smash
Sword
to
Fighter,
up your knockback.
and Gunner.
That's
the moves
That
for
could
each
be
type has
something.
also been
Shulk might be the
enhanced.
first
You
character
can
that
now
needs
choose
nerfed.
12
I'm gonna
voice
say that
options.
right here and right now.
We're hoping to get
That's
this fighter ready
which
for
is
online
crazy
play.
because he wasn't that great before. But and yeah, Kirby is Sakurai's creation,
Previously, Pit's
and
final
Sakurai
smash
bias
drew
is something
sacred
that
treasures.
it gets
This time,
you know
he'll be
thrown
riding
around
in
a lot.
style
It's
on
like,
a lightning chariot.
oh, you know, Sakurai, you know, he does all this and he's not, you know,
In the
why
last
not
game,
give
Zero
other
Suit Samus's
game
final
series a
smash
chance and
called
stuff
in
like
her
that?
membership.
It's
This
Sakurai.
time, she
Look,
uses
he's
her
done
power
enough.
suit to fire a
He has the
devastating
right
laser.
to show a little favoritism to his own characters.
When Olimar gets damaged, you'll see a crack in his helmet.
Okay, so I like this, but I don't
But
like
don't worry,
this.
it'll get fixed
That's
up right
why.
away.
Because it's just, it's more of a
Bayonetta's
facial
costumes
expression than
from her
anything
first
else.
2 games
They
are both
made it sound like
available.
it was going to be permanent battle damage, which I was
Listen
like, that's so
closely, you'll
cool.
hear
But then it's like,
differences in the sound
oh yeah, it gets cracked all to hell, but even before he lands, it'll be back.
It seems we have a guest. Rodan appears as an assist trophy. Warrior's final smash, Warrior Man, has changed quite a bit. After transforming, he no longer uses
Wario is such a
individual
goofy
attacks to
character,
get
I
the
love
job
it.
done.
Okay, so I've been
Donkey
telling
Kong's
everybody
final
Donkey
smash
Kong
was
is the
all
best
rapid-fire
person in the
punches
demo.
like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
And if you don't believe me, just look at his kit.
You'll notice
His
that he and
neutral
other
B
fighters
is
have
so
expressive
powerful,
new
I
facial
think it
animations.
might be as powerful as the KO. I don't know,
Little Mac's final
because I
smash
haven't seen
is
too
now
much
a
Lil
rush
Mac
of blows
gameplay,
from
but
Giga Mac.
I'm seeing
In
DK
fact, all
kill
final
at like
smash moves in the game get
pretty
right to the
low
punch.
percent with a fully charged neutral B. And you can just
Ness's
charge that
new
up.
final
It's not
smash
even
calls
that
on
long to
Paula
charge up.
and
You can hit
Pooh.
it from anywhere.
Of course, Jeff still shows up as an assist trophy.
Plus, he has the really long aerials and stuff like that.
Likewise,
You know,
Lucas's final smash features Kumatora and Boney. At first glance, Wii Fit Trainer seems the same, but her face has a new look. I wavered a bit on whether to change it. but
you know,
it was a request from the
he
Wii
says
Fit
it. I
developers.
really didn't see a difference until they pointed out the difference. But then it's like, wow, We Fit
We've
in
included all
Smash
the
4
hazards
looked
from both
really
versions
dead
of
in the
Mega Man
face.
Stage from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Nintendo 3DS.
Okay, so they
And
said
for
this
his
here
final
about
smash,
having all the
say hello
hazards.
to
Does it just
Proto Man
cycle
and
through them?
Biggs.
Because they're from two different versions of the game. Or can you select? That would be
Palutena's
really cool.
Special attacks have been streamlined this time around. And her down special is now both a counter and a deflector.
I want to know how this works so much. Palutena,
Rob has a new
in my
gauge
book,
on
is
his
the
castle,
number one
showing
character
how
who
much
needed a
fuel he
buff
has
in
left
Smash
for
4.
hover.
And she could be a good character now, which would be great because I love her kit in general.
Notice the epsilon symbols next to
Here we
Lucia
go.
and Dark Pit's
Here's the
numbers?
genius
Each of these
marketing
fighters are
technique.
based on another
Echo
fighter in the
characters.
game. We're treating these fighters a little differently and have decided to call them Echo Fighters.
DK's Die is high tier in Mario Party.
Allow me to introduce a brand new Echo
Maybe I should pick
Fighter.
him up. No, I always play Wario, but still. Everyone forgets about Daisy. I really think that the game is
Daisy
gonna come
joins
out
the
and people are
roster
gonna unlock
as the
Daisy and be
Echo
like,
Fighter.
Daisy's in this game?
She fights in a similar manner. as
Like,
Peach,
I forget
but
it
they have
sometimes.
different
And I'm trying to think of, like, okay, well, who have we
had?
announced? Like, Simon Belmont and
Have
K.
fun playing
Rool
as your favorite
and
princess.
Ridley. We got Daisy's in there, isn't she?
All in all,
Really good
few
character,
add-ons
though.
and
Like,
changes were
a
made
lot of people
that
wanted
could be
Daisy.
tens of thousands. I hope you're looking forward to some serious matchups. And
I like how
here's a new
Toad kind
fighter.
of does, like, the non-assist there.
Inkling is a completely new addition to the roster. If you ink opponents, they'll take more damage from attacks. Different weapons
Inkling-
are available as smash attacks or special attacks.
I'm gonna say this. I wish
The splatter
Mango
shot.
did a better job as Inkling. And no
Splat
disrespect
bomb.
to Mango, he's a great player, obviously, but
Splat roller.
he got matched up as against
The final
Leo
smash.
with his Sonic.
Throw it
It was a losing battle. But I really wanted to see a pro player
You can
play
actually
Inkling,
run out
and
of flame, so it's
there's a
important
little
to
bit of
kill
gameplay of it
pressing
out
the
there,
B button
but
while shielding.
uh,
Inkling Boy also
I still don't know how
debuts
good
alongside
Inkling is going to
Girl.
be or not be.
Inklings are
Wario's
very
supposed to be
fashionable.
S tier. All
All
right,
8 have their
that's
own
what I want to hear.
and each has their own ink color, so matches get really bright. By the way, we added in the Squid Sisters as an assist trophy. During their live concert, the camera zooms in for a close-up.
There's some people I know who are really excited about this.
Knocked off the screen.
But then these are also people who never use assist trophies, so I mean, how excited can you really be if you don't even plan on using
While
it?
we're on the topic of assist trophies, let me share some additional.
It's like 99% of the people who got
As you may
excited
know,
about
assist
Mega
trophies
Man
lend
and never
helpful
played them.
support in battles.
Me being one of those people.
You can KO assist trophies by inflicting damage, and now you get points for it too. However, some assist trophies will remain unbeatable. Maybe an unexpected guest will photobomb your battle.
Yeah.
Yep, it's him.
This hurt, but the more I think about it, I love Bomberman, but
There's a wide variety.
would he
more than
have
50
really
of them
been a
appear in the
good
game.
character? Like, he drops bombs. That's pretty much it. And I hate that that's
Of
it.
course, we're also
but
adding even more Pokemon and items.
that's pretty much
we
it.
can't
you know?
wait to show you.
I'm trying to see something. So, there's some neat items, right? Most of us don't use the items, I'm assuming, but there's some neat items. I feel like I should try them out this time. I didn't give them a shot really in 4.
There are a variety of stages available in this game as well, including a massive list of returning stages. If you get a group together to play, it'll be a challenge to hit them all.
This direct doesn't really
graphics
do
have
them
been improved
justice,
as well.
except right here. This is a good example, but
Let's
these
get a look at
stages
some
look
stages
beautiful.
from various games.
Like, my favorite is Peach's Castles. Oh, there it is. The lighting on this just makes everyone look so much better. It's amazing. That's one of the first stages I want to play. Though I think, out of tradition, the first stage I need to play is Onett. Maybe. It depends. If Ness is unlocked from the beginning, I play a Ness match on Onett. That's like my go-to. If he's not, I'll probably play a Samus match on Peach's Castle. It's like, man, even some of these stages that with hazards off would still be trash. Like, there's a FD version and a Battlefield version now. That's like Newport City. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. That's gonna be so fun to mess around with on FD and on Battlefield. Okay, so I was thinking about something with this stage. A lot of people figured out that, and I don't know if this is a thing in 4 or not, but apparently in Ultimate, you can hold L when selecting Boxing Ring to have the old, or the more Punch-Out themed look rather than Smash Brothers themed look for the Boxing Ring.
All
And I'm
stages now
wondering
have both Battlefield
If
and
with
Omega forms
Great
too.
Plateau Tower or whatever that was called,
These versions
if you hold
cover
L,
up
if it can
bits.
start out where the big thing isn't
Their
above you
sizes
and it's just a
terrain are
platform,
all the same.
and
So
then
savor
turn
the
off
simplicity with
hazards,
music and backgrounds from your favorite
and then
series.
have it just be that the entire time, because that stage would be amazing.
Let's take
Was
a
Sakurai
sneak
being
peek at
harassed
the
about
new and
Waluigi
returning
before
techniques
Ultimate?
You can pull off during
No.
battles.
He was not being harassed. People wanted him, and I'm not going to say they
The
didn't.
directional
I'm just
air
going to
dodge
say most of the
enhances
people who...
mobility.
No, everyone who harassed Sakurai
It
effectively
can come
made
in
me
handy
never
when
want Waluigi.
recovering from a fall.
Like, Waluigi, I would have been fine with him.
However,
And
if you
he was
dodge
even
too
on my
much,
bingo
even on
board,
the
you know,
ground,
which
you'll be
shows
wide
to some
open
degree I
attack,
wanted
and
him.
the duration of intangibility
But after
is
that,
shorter.
you know, like death threats and stuff like that, if you're going to be children about it, like, I get
can
that you wanted your
execute short
character,
hop
but chill
attacks
out
by
just a
pressing
little
the A
bit,
button
you know?
and jump at any time. Also, you can smash attack by pressing the A
We're about
and
to
B
get to
buttons, just
some of
like
the most
previous.
exciting mechanics.
A
we go.
perfect shield occurs when you release the
This,
shield button.
right here. I saw a clip of Mario
Until now,
jabbing
you were able
Ness
to
and
pull it off
shield,
without
and his
any major
last
risk,
jab,
but going
jab,
forward, you'll need to time it carefully.
was perfect shielded, and could convert into a forward smash from Ness.
For
So
one-on-one
perfect shielding
battles,
is going
the
to be
damage dealt
very,
will
very
now be
powerful.
greater than in battles
Well,
with
as
larger
it should
numbers of
be.
players.
Like last time,
This
it was
should
too
help
easy to
ensure
do,
that
too
accuracy
forgiving.
is well placed.
Now, there's some risk involved. You have to drop shield to perfect
In a
shield
timed
now.
battle, the
So,
fighter in the lead
I'm
will
all
sometimes
for it being
flash
super
with light.
powerful.
Better do something, or no victory pose for you.
I said this in, what was it, June or July that E3 was? I think it was June. But
We've
yeah,
got
that gold
something
thing is
special
gonna get
for
me
your
killed when I'm
pleasure
playing with
Super
friends.
Smash
When we're doing
Bros.
like a
Ultimate.
3-person or 4-person match. Because I'm just gonna be sparkling gold all the time. That's right, but then I'm gonna be a target, so.
Nintendo GameCube controllers can be used in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Alright, I was
For many
excited
of
about
you,
this
just
when it was
isn't the same
revealed.
without them.
But let's look at the controller. It sucks,
Not to
right?
mention, all Super
Doesn't
Smash
it?
Bros. Series
It is the
Amiibo
most plain
figures are
design
compatible
possible.
this time as well.
Like, do I have my
In fact,
My
all
own
fighters'
personal
current
GameCube
Amiibo
controller
figures will be
around me?
supported,
I don't
even
think I
if they're
do.
from a different series.
But like, I have the
Tap a
white one for
compatible
Smash
Amiibo
4,
figure
and it
to
has
add
that
in
really
a figure
fancy
plate
design.
or
Even the black
FP
one
and
does.
level up.
And it's
Your FP
just a
data
great
from
looking
previous
controller.
titles can be
And
transferred.
this one is just you asked the cheapest guy
We hope you're
possible
as
to make a
excited as
design
we
for
are.
you. I have to
Our
believe.
staff will continue working hard until the game releases. We really appreciate your support.
Okay, so here's a big line.
We've made including every single fighter ever our #1 goal, so I'm kind of hoping you aren't expecting too many new challengers.
People
However,
have taken
we
that
do have one more
to heart,
announcement.
and I'm
Please,
not thinking they
take a look.
shouldn't. But this is not expect too many new challengers. Everyone is trying to analyze that however they can to figure out how many we have left. And we could only have like one left. And that's crazy, but I also thought we were only going to get like one in August, and we got 5. So I don't know. And people are like, well, is he including Echoes in this?
I'm going to need your new emote soon.
Thanks. That kind of works with this trailer. So here it is. Here it is, Ridley. Oh wait, not yet. And yet, canon over 80. People, 80 is like the safe bet, I think. And how many do we have now, including Echoes? I don't remember. Maybe it's 70 something because Isabel's number 68, I think. Or maybe she's no, she's 68. So, Ridley, I am not sure if this character is good or bad. I have seen some people do well as him, but it feels like an uphill battle. Except for that move right there. Oh, and there's Meta Ridley I mentioned earlier. Still thinking that might be an unlockable skin, which would be so fun. But that side B is what I think it is, where you drag him across the stage. That's a kill move. That's unbelievable. That move seems so powerful. It's a command grab. I think it has some startup and end lag to it, but you get a good enough read with it, that's as good as like a Ness back throw, probably. Maybe. I don't know. So here we go. This, when I watched this over again a couple days ago, this right here, I mean, not this. This, okay, they had already announced 2018, and I see so many people in like reaction videos freaking out. December 7th! Oh, that's so crazy! This is literally one of the latest days they could have possibly given us, given the fact they already said 2018. I don't see what you're so excited about. 2018 was exciting. You know, December 7th, it's not that big of a deal. But, okay, so they're not showing it in their Nintendo's official thing, but after this they put up like the, you know, how they have the, what is it, like the mural of everybody, all the new characters and stuff like that, and all the old characters, you know. Seeing the old version of that is so surreal now, because it's like, well, where's K. Rool? Where's Simon and Richter Belmont? Where's Chrom? Where's Dark Samus? Where's any of these people? Where's Isabelle? You know, it's so weird. Back then, we didn't know. We had our assumptions, right? But we didn't know who was going to be in the game. And now, we still don't know everyone who's going to be in the game. Like I'm saying right now, I hope we have Banjo-Kazooie. In a few months, in 50 days, we will know everyone who is in the game on release. We won't even know everyone who's going to be in the game, period, though, because there's almost definitely going to be a DLC with how successful that was, right? There's gotta be. DLC was a huge success. I mean, all issues with Bayonetta aside, Bayonetta was a very popular character. And then, all issues with Corrin aside, Corrin was a very fun character. And then, you got Ryu from Street Fighter, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII. This was stuff that happened in DLC. The craziest stuff happened in DLC. So, you know, that's the great thing about Smash Brothers, is the hype train is going to continue well past all of this release date hype. So now we're getting to what is my favorite Nintendo Direct of all time, the August 8th Direct, and I'm going to just soak this in a little bit because the first trailer is so cool. And like, it made me love Castlevania. Just look at this. Just look at this in glorious 1080p. Like to point out too, a lot of people saw the new Poltergust and was like, "Oh, is this hinting at a new Luigi's Mansion 3?" And like, almost everyone was like, "No, shut up. You're being stupid and you're asking for too much." And then, yes, it was. Yes, it was hinting at a new Luigi's Mansion, which is so crazy. I think the reason I love this trailer is because it really feels like a Nintendo character got into some real shit. Like, just look, watch this. He's dead. I don't care what Nintendo said. Thanks, Omega. I don't care what Nintendo said. Alright? He's dead. The Grim Reaper took his scythe to him and killed him. And I don't see why everyone was so excited for Simon. He watched him die. This man's a jerk. You could have saved Luigi's life. But look at this character, man. I'll be honest, I'm planning on playing as the Richter variant because I played Symphony of the Night after this direct happened and I loved it, and Richter is featured in that a little bit. So, you know, I gotta go with what I know, right? And this comes way out of left field. I didn't even know who Richter was when this happened.
You don't belong in this world, monster!
Incredible. Everyone was asking for Simon Belmont, and no one even remotely thought we were gonna get Richter. I'm sure people thought, you know, before we get Richter, we get Trevor, right? Because Castlevania, what was it, 3 that Trevor was in? That was a really popular game, from what I understand. No one would have thought Richter, but there's Richter. Richter is here. He is a character. He's dead. He is dead. Look at that. He is trying to put his soul back into his own body. He is dead. They killed Luigi. Hold on a second. I feel like some people need a chance to mourn. Let me just show this. You see that? Luigi is dead. Luigi has died. Rest in peace, Green Plumber Luigi. You will be missed because you are dead. Unbelievable. They killed Luigi. That is a sentence I never thought I would say without joking.
Hello,
They
I'm
killed him.
Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. This is a follow-up to our recent announcements about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Without further ado, the legendary vampire hunter from the Castlevania series, Simon Belmont, is finally joining the roster.
I don't think this is a bad design. I never think
He's been given a
Sakurai's
bit of a
designs are
makeover.
bad. Wow, sorry. I never
His
think they're
signature
bad.
item is, of course,
But he
his
does
holy
look a little
whip,
bit like Conan the
far-flinging
Barbarian,
vampire
and that's a little off-putting to me.
It leaves
Like, I
you
can
open
just,
to attack,
all I'm thinking
and
of
it's
is
a bit
Arnold
slow,
Schwarzenegger
but
when I
think
look at
its
this guy.
average reach during normal attacks is longer than any other fighters. He can move the whip freely. His special attacks are very recognizable. The axe, cross, holy water, and uppercut.
This is such a good kit.
While they may seem simple, they are very powerful.
When I saw Holy Water the first time, I was like, oh, it's PK Fire.
And his final smash
But,
is called...
I don't know, there's some little nuances to it. Not just how it gets thrown out. That is the big part, though, that you can be on stage and he tosses it down.
Simon's
PK Fire
stage
goes in a
is
straight
none other
line.
than Dracula's castle. It's the darkest of stages
Red-haired
in Super
Simon.
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Ultimate.
Is this
When an
Twitch
attack
app
hits one of the
resetting my
candles
chat every
in
time?
item mode here.
Oh well, even if it is.
In this stage, bosses from across the Castlevania series will rear their ugly heads.
Look at this.
They
If
make
you
Dracula's
were
castle
a
feel true to
Castlevania
the
fan
world
before
from
this,
whence it
and I'm not
came.
saying I didn't like it, but I never really played it. It was that one game that I always wished I had when I was growing up, right? But this has to
And
be
when
huge,
speaking
right?
of Castlevania, you can't forget
This has to be
mention the
such a
music.
big deal.
For this stage, we will incorporate 34 music tracks, including new and classic tunes. The Castlevania series is very popular among our music team, and they were excited to work on these arrangements. Once in a blue moon.
Was that an
Simon's
official
mortal
release
rival will
now?
appear.
I saw that somebody had ripped it, basically, like the first 2 minutes or something, which is basically all of it. I think the full thing's like
Reborn every
2 minutes,
100
40
years,
seconds
he
or
is
something.
eternally fated to wage
But I'd
war
heard that.
against descendants of
Yeah,
the
it's pretty
Valkyrie
good.
clan. Under what conditions will he appear? Time will tell. Now, for a brand new assist trophy.
Under what conditions will he appear?
Alucard,
Indeed.
son of Dracula, will lend his
Okay,
steel
so
in
after
battle.
playing Symphony of the Night, I kind of wish
He wields
Alucard
the
was a playable
crucifix,
character, but I'm
transforms
not
into
gonna
a bat,
be.
and dodges attacks by
Let's
summoning
use
Mistral.
a new term.
He's
I'm not gonna be
very similar to
Waluigi
his
about
starring
this
role in
and start
Castlevania
complaining to
Symphony
Sakurai.
of the Night.
You gave me
Like
Richter
other
and
assist
Simon.
trophies, he's
Like,
susceptible to attack and
Alucard
parry
would be
as well.
fun.
Nevertheless,
You gave
you
him
proved quite
representation.
talented.
I'm
And we have one more
satisfied.
fighter for you.
You've done more than enough.
The vampire hunter who starred in classics like Castlevania Rondo of Blood, Richter Belmont, joins the battle. Richter is an echo fighter based on Simon. Though his strength is the same, his look,
The music
voice,
is so
and
good, too.
animations all set
Man.
him apart.
This is amazing. It's so
Besides,
cool.
The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate version of Simon can perform moves derived from Richter. and
Waluigi
his
is the new
original
Ridley?
moves, so
That's
it's
actually
hard to
true.
say who's really echoing who.
That's
I hope you'll
if
enjoy
you look
the
back at
development.
my reactions from when the E3 trailer happened
Farewell.
originally, I was not happy when
I'd
they
like to
announced
introduce
Ridley
two
because I was
more
like,
Echo
oh great,
fighters from
all those
completely
meme
different
lords got what they
series while on the
wanted.
topic.
Or rather,
Please
they got
take a
what they
look.
didn't actually want, but they just kept memeing about. But I'm happy for two reasons. First of all, Ridley actually looks fun, which is great. And second, there were people who wanted Ridley. I'm not gonna say there weren't. And like I heard Mewtwo King talk about it, how ever since he saw him in the background of I think a stage in 64, that he wanted Ridley so bad. And I was like, you know what? For Mewtwo King and for every other person who wanted Ridley for years, this is for you. I don't care about all the meme lords who just wouldn't shut up about it. This is great. This is great for you guys.
Anything can change. Ether!
So this was exciting. I'll say one more thing. We're on the topic of Ridley. There is no way anyone would have voted for Dark Samus in the ballot if they thought Ridley was a possibility. And I'm not saying Dark Samus is a bad character. I love Metroid Prime. I've watched playthroughs. I'd never really played all three of them myself, but Dark Samus is a great character. But this is just. There's no way. Like, just think about it realistically. There's no way Dark Samus would be in. So it's a good thing that Ridley became a meme. because
Kronk
we
and
got Dark Samus too,
joined the battle.
right? We wouldn't
You may
have
have
got,
seen
got Dark
these coming.
Samus otherwise, and I
Both
can't talk
fighters
tonight.
have been highly requested.
Perfect night to stream is when you can't talk.
They're each slightly different than the fighters they're based on, so pick whoever you enjoy most.
So yeah, about Ridley's damage being nerfed, I hope not.
As you can
Because
see,
he needs the
depending on your
damage.
settings,
He doesn't
you can either
have
display
a
all
great.
Echo
He has a
fighters
fun
separately
kit. He
on
doesn't have a
select
good
screen
kit.
or
You
stack
know,
them with
his
the
neutral
fighters
layer
they're
is
based on.
deceptively
When
short.
stacked, you can switch between
His
them
down
with
tilt's
the
really
button.
good, from what I can tell, and his neutral layer isn't bad. You just have to hit it in a
This
weird
time,
place.
We plan to reveal the design of every fighter before the
And
game
the down
launches.
B does a
We'll have
ton of
few more
damage,
to
but it's
announce later,
super
so
slow,
stay
and
tuned.
it's like I would wager it's harder to hit than a Falcon Punch. That's how it
For
looks.
stages, we're mainly including returning favorites. Allow me to introduce some of the stages we haven't shown before.
Yeah, for real. I'll just say, I don't want to like get into spoiler territory, but there's a lot of evidence for both, and especially Ken. I'll just put it like that. So Ken would be a massive surprise if he wasn't in. Shadow, I think, would be too. Just because they've really hinted at it. Like, they haven't shown him off as an assist trophy, and they've shown off Knuckles on a couple of occasions, I think. So it's like, you're really making people think Shadow is a playable character. And why wouldn't he be? Sonic's popular, right? Shadow is, you know, the foil character. I think that's the right term. I can't wait to see this on my own TV. It's gonna be so cool. Man, because this looks good already, but this is like, you know, this is a video mirror. This isn't lossless quality, right? And this game is gonna look crazy. It's so hard to believe that this game is gonna look as good as it will. A Super Smash Bros. Game is gonna look this fantastic. And now for this song to get stuck in my head for another week and a half. Am I doing Isabel reveal? You know what? Yeah. Let me find
We
it.
put a lot of
Let me get it
effort
queued.
into enhancing the look of the stages and rebalancing them as well. That said, for stages that originally appeared in the Nintendo 64 game, we prioritize nostalgia, intentionally keeping
I'm getting a lot of
classical.
obnoxious shit,
The
like
stage total
Etika.
is turning out to be pretty
I think I'm
impressive.
gonna have to use the Game
Let's
Explain
compare it
mirror
to the
because I don't
totals
want to
of
have to,
previous games.
you know, weed through this. Hopefully it doesn't start up with like, "Hello guys, this is Game Explain here."
Now the
I don't
total
hate
number
Game
of
Explain.
stages is,
They seem like good
voila,
guys, but
103.
I don't
We
want to
must
deal
be
with it.
crazy. If we exclude Battlefield, Final Destination, and Big Battlefield, we'd have exactly 100. But take a look at the stage select screen.
Here's the
Every
thing.
stage
I
can
made
also
my
be
leak with
transformed
that
into both
that one
Battlefield
doofus
and
on
Omega
YouTube
form, so the
actually
total
thought was
number of
real.
stages is actually more than
No, he didn't.
300.
He couldn't
All of
have
these
because I
stages
put it
can
on
be
Reddit
played
and I
in
said it
each
was
player
fake
battle.
from moment one.
And are
They still
all
thought it was real.
available from
Let
the
me
beginning.
let me show it real quick for a couple seconds so I don't cover up the stream too much. This looks pretty real,
Additionally,
right? I
we
made that
have
in
the option
Photoshop.
to turn off stage
And I told everyone it was
When you're
fake,
looking
and then
for
some
a
dude on
change of pace
YouTube's
and
like,
don't want to be
"Hey guys,
interrupted by hazards,
this
select
is
option
this
for
is
less chaotic
a leak."
experience.
I'm like, "No."
Also,
And I
the order of
responded
the
all
stages
throughout
matches
the
order
thread
in
on that
which they were
YouTube page. I'm
introduced
like,
in
"This
the
is fake.
series,
I
just
never
like
said it
the
was
fighter.
real. Don't get fooled." I don't want to build your hype
Regarding
for no good
stages,
reason.
We have a little surprise. Please take a look.
Alright, so this is cool, right? It has to be, right? It looks like it'll be cool. But that's all I can really say about Stage Morph at this point.
Check that out.
This has to be
While
cool,
playing,
right?
the
That's
stage
all I can
transform
say.
around you.
Because I think it's gonna be cool.
But first, you must select the stage.
But this
morph
could be
option.
that one thing you try once and say, "Ah, this kind of sucks.
Then
Let's not do that
you
ever
can
again."
pick 2 stages on the stage select menu.
Like everyone is gonna
Feel
do
free to
like
choose any
FD
stages you like
to
and have
Newport
fun.
City, like that kind of gimmick, and then everyone's gonna do like a mobile stage to another mobile stage, and then when they're sick of the chaos, they're gonna just play it like normal. But it's a
For the
neat feature.
player
I'm
who
glad they
wants
added
out,
it.
My Music lets you select specific tracks for each stage, and this feature is making a return. Until now, each stage had its own set of music tracks. But this time, the tracks are organized by series instead. For example, as long as you're playing on a stage based on the Legend of Zelda series, you can pick any of the tracks included from that
This
series.
is such a great feature too.
Now
Adding
for the total
no
number of
limitations
music tracks
on
from
music
stages.
now,
This
as long
is
as it's
also
like.
ultimate.
I'm glad that they restrict it by series, but being able to listen to any of the series tracks on
Oh wow!
any of the
More
series
than
stages,
800
you know,
tracks.
that's
And if you
incredible.
count other
I'm
types
so
of
glad they
music,
did that.
like menus and fanfare.
Because what if
then
I want to
there's
listen to that
actually
one
about
Zelda track,
900
but I don't want to go
compositions.
to the really
If you
crappy
play
Zelda
them
level
all
that
in a
it's
row
on?
without looping
You know,
or
now I can
stopping,
put it
there's more than
on
28
Omega
hours
Pirate
worth
Chip,
of
which is
music.
one of the best levels ever. And I can
These
listen
game
to it.
franchises are a big part of video game history, and the result is a massive library of memorable music. All of this packed into one game. This in itself is extraordinary. Of course, there's a sound test menu as well. For your browsing pleasure, we've sorted all of the tracks by game series. It's like having an album for each series. If a track has no corresponding fighter or stage, or if it's from one title rather than a series, it can be found in the other section.
I'm gonna queue up something else too while this is going on.
You can create your own playlist.
The music is cool and
Sort them
everything,
in
and there's a
any
lot
order
of
you like,
things. If I wanted to go,
anytime, as much as you want.
you know what? Let's be a little thorough here. You know, if you guys wanted to just watch this on your own, you
can
could.
pick the
Obviously,
other side,
there's a
fighter
reason
or
you came
stage
here.
for
It's
each
to
series,
celebrate
game series.
the 50
Well,
days left. So
in
let me
itself is
point out
extraordinary.
something that some of you may not have paid too much attention to. So you can kind of. Is this going frame by frame? Is this working?
Of course,
Okay.
there's a sound
It's
test
just
menu
way
as
slower
well.
than I thought.
For
I need
your
to wait for the
browsing
right
pleasures,
time.
we've
Okay, so what we got here is, if you look up, I wish I could point with the mouse, but if you look up underneath the series name, you'll see the number of tracks that we have for each series, and we can't tell all the information, but we can tell as far as every series that they mouse over. So right here, we got 25 for
sorted
Metroid,
all of
14 for the Yoshi series, which is, where did you even find 14?
the tracks
39, just barely missed it, for Kirby, and 17 for Star
by game
Fox.
series.
They're gonna show a couple more, and there's
It's
some
like
really
having an
important
album
ones
for
I
each
wanna
series.
single out.
If a track
Okay, 2 for Game and Watch, that makes sense. 10 for Wii Fit, which is pretty cool. I really wonder what those 10
no
are.
course
20 for Sonic, 11 for Bayonetta, which has to be huge for Bayonetta fans. I don't know how many it had before, but you
corresponding
know.
fi-
This is the big one. This is one of 2 big ones. Final Fantasy VII still only has 2 tracks. Now, it's important to say this is Final Fantasy VII, specifically. Which is interesting, because a lot of people have said, well, it could just be, you know, being as specific as possible. These are from Final Fantasy VII, you know, so why not say Final Fantasy VII? So it's like, okay, that's true. But this could either imply there's only going to be Final Fantasy VII characters in this game, as far as none from any other Final Fantasy. So if we get another, it'd be like Sephiroth or Tifa or someone like that, right? Or this could say, yeah, they're separating them by game, so they're specifying these are the 7 tracks, and then, you know, here are the Final Fantasy 4 tracks or something like that, but they're just not in here yet because they don't want to spoil it, right? So that's a possibility. Let's see.
fighter
Street Fighter 36. That was the other one I wanted to show off. This is the best thing ever. Street Fighter has incredible music. And I just hope, assuming Ken shows up, I just hope Ken releases with another stage, because I'd hate all of these tracks to just be limited to Suzaku Castle, or however you say it. Because I like that stage. It gets old. I played it a lot just because of the Street Fighter music that was already in the game, which was what, like 4, maybe 6 tracks, and I think it was the same 2 tracks over and over. 36. The Vega theme's already in. That's like the best ever, and I'm so excited about that. If you haven't heard it, go to the Smash Brothers website, go to music, look up the Vega stage theme. Even if you don't know anything about Street Fighter, which I pretty much don't know anything about Street Fighter, that is the best song in the game I've heard so far. In all of this game, all of Ultimate that I have heard, the Vega theme is my number 1, I think.
or stage. Or
So
if it's from one
everything
title
else, you
rather
know,
than a series,
hard to tell
it can be
anything
found in
from.
the other
There's a lot of other tracks, which is You know, I don't know how to quantify that.
can
That could
create
be
your own
a really
playlist
good
too.
thing. You know, maybe
Sort them
that's
in any
saying
order
like,
you like,
oh, these are
anytime,
newcomers we
as
haven't
much
seen
as you
yet,
want.
or it could just be, you know, stuff they couldn't fit into another section.
In handheld mode, you can play music while the screen is turned off. It's kinda like using your
Cody's
Nintendo
thing?
Switch. as
I
a
don't know
music
what that
player.
is, but I'll look it up later because I'm curious.
A huge variety of music has been collected for the game, and you can sample some of these tracks on the official website. We're planning to add selections basically every week, so please stay tuned.
There's the Vegas stage. All right.
Some of you may have experienced the game
Yeah.
already, but I'd still
So,
like to show you some things about
With
the
regards to
multiplayer
experiencing the
battle
game already, I'll use this as a tangent to talk about me playing this at CEO.
Now
I got
the
a
first
chance
thing
to
you
get
will
my
select
hands
is the
on
rules.
Smash Ultimate at
If you create
CEO,
your
and that
own
was
rule
one of the
set,
most
you can
nerve-wracking
immediately
things
begin playing
ever
with those rules at any time.
because I was so worried that I was gonna play it and say, oh, it's
In
too much
addition
like
to
Smash
time battle
4.
and stock battle,
Despite
stamina battle
everything,
is now treated
show
as the
all the
standard
evidence
Smash mode.
implying, okay, this is way different, you know.
Intensity in this
There's
battle.
still that little bit of worry, and then like, well, maybe it's not like Smash 4, but maybe it's worse. Maybe this game sucks. And it doesn't help that my first match was a
This
four-way
time, stage
clusterfuck,
selection comes
and
before
I
fighter
didn't really get
selection.
to experience too much of the
This way,
game.
you can pick a fighter
So I kind
based
of
on
left, and
how
I was
well
like,
suited they are for
I'm
the
still
stage.
excited, but I'm not that excited.
Or let
But
the
I
last
re-queued,
battle's
and I did a
user pick the
1v1
next stage to even
as
the odds.
Samus, and oh my god, this game is incredible.
In sudden death,
This game
you
is
not
so
only start
good.
with 300%
It's so
damage, but the
fast.
camera
You
will
can
steadily
combo
zoom in.
into stuff you couldn't
creates a
combo
nice
into
sense
in
of
4. Like I
urgency.
did if you'll look on my YouTube page, it's my most popular video. It's of me playing as Samus at CEO. Oh, as an
Chargeable
aside,
final
this
smashes
feature is
are
really
now a
cool, and I will be
selectable
using it.
option.
But I did
During
a combo
match,
that was a
your final
falling
smash
forward
meter
air
will fill,
into
and
2
then,
jabs
once it's maxed out,
into a
you can
back
use
air
the
because they
weaker
hit a wall
fails.
and went behind me. The falling forward air into jabs was a combo. That was not just a lucky
When you
string.
apply this option
That
to a
was
match,
guaranteed
things
from
can
what I
get
could
really
tell.
flat.
And that's
If
there
you're
was
up
so
for a
much
party,
lag on
please
forward
try it
air
out.
when you landed with it in Smash 4. That
By
would
the way,
never be
no two
possible.
final smashes will happen simultaneously.
So this game is going to be incredible. It's so fast. Like people are talking about 3 stock. If people get fast
are
enough
other
with it, I
additions
think
to the
this could be
battle
another
modes,
4
too.
stock game like Melee, maybe. But you know, we'll see.
We've added in
3 stock
Squad
is probably the right amount.
It's a 5-on-5
So,
or
Squad
3-on-3
Strike.
elimination style battle to
This
decide
is-
the winner.
This is
Each
so
player
exciting.
Will use 5 consecutive fighters.
This
in
is
one
this
battle,
is the
but
problem
it
with
might be
the
fun
August
for
8th
multiple
Direct. There's
players
too
to
much
take
good
turns
shit in
as
this.
well.
I can't talk about all of it. But like, okay, tourney mode's
also
back. That's
including
great. Let's talk
tourney
about
mode.
Squad Strike.
Choose the
You
number of
have
players
an
and
option to do
CPU
3v3 or
participants, and the game
5v5.
will
I think real men are going to do
automatically structure a
5v5.
tournament bracket.
So you need to start thinking now about who your team's going to be.
Up to 32
And
players
you're going to
can
play
join
the game, you're going to
tournament,
figure
so
out,
it's
oh,
great for
I'm not that
players
good at
too.
this character, but I am really good as this character. So I need to play,
We're
you know,
adding
to
a
my
special
strengths.
Smash
and
mode called Smashdown.
we're at Smashdown. I have to talk about Smashdown now. This direct is crazy. No, but Squad Strike and Smashdown are going to be
so each player must
such
select a different
fun
fighter.
modes. They didn't have to
It
do
definitely
this.
pays off to be skilled with
You think about it,
multiple
Smash
fighters.
4 only really
You could
just
also
had Smash
strategically
mode.
pick a fighter
The
your opponent
the
is
single
weak
player
to
modes were
before they
trash, you know. And as far as alternates to multiplayer, they had like special Smash, but no one
The
really
new
does
training
that,
mode will
right?
feature an exclusive
There's
stage.
a small group of
We've
people who
displayed a
did
grid, so it's easy
the
to measure distance and more.
what am I thinking? They did the
You
high
can also
gravity
display
mode or
launch
whatever because they
distance.
really wanted Melee so bad, you know. Which
the red line predicts
I
your
understand people
trajectory
liking
at
Melee,
0%
you know,
damage,
but
and the blue line
they
is
were
for
like, oh, high
100%
gravity, it's just the
damage.
same. It wasn't. If people
The
just went
fighter's
back
weight
and played
is factored
Melee.
in at the moment of
So
impact.
this game is already, with Squad Strike and Smashdown, it's gonna be, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so
The
good.
single player mode in which players
And
battle
this
against a series
classic
of
mode
fighters
is
will
back. I
return in
asked
the
for
form of
this.
classic
I
mode.
asked specifically for this. I said tailored classic mode to each character,
fighter
and they
has a
did
set
it.
series of stages
This is,
and opponents
and it's
they
not
will
like I
face.
told Sakurai and he said, yeah, okay, good job, Grant. That's a good idea. He'll do it. No, he had this idea on his own because he's a
Now,
genius.
let me introduce you to some new items, Pokemon, and
Smashdown is
assist
gonna
trophies.
reveal some cowards. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm confident in Smashdown. I'm sure you're confident, Cannon. I'm sure a lot of us here are confident. But there's gonna be that one guy who was always trash until Bayonetta came out. And then he's gonna be like, okay, well, I played Bayonetta the first time. I'm like, okay, you might win this first one. I'm gonna win the war. I missed it, but When they start this out and they talk about, oh, we're going to talk about items and assist trophies, they didn't say they were starting with items. I thought it was all going to be mixed together. So you see Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong there, and I had like a heart attack because I thought they were going to show a King K. Rool assist trophy. And then they showed it's just Banana Gun, and I'm like, oh, okay. But for the rest of this direct, I was so worried that they were not going to have K. Rool in this game, and then they finally, you know, at the end, showed off K. Rool. Just so great. He's going to be one of my squad members. Who was my squad? I think I settled on Ness, Richter Belmont, Samus, King K. Rool, and then, fingers crossed, Banjo-Kazooie, please. If not, I'm going to have to find a ringer for 5. I main Captain Falcon a little bit in 4, so maybe Captain Falcon. I'm definitely going to play as him a little bit, though. With how fun this, or how fun, I mean, it is, but how fast this game is, Captain Falcon is going to feel like someone cut your brakes and you're going 90 miles an hour in a residential district, right? Just like, oh my god, I cannot control this. Yeah, he's going to be so fast. K. Rool and Simon do look like a ton of fun. That's why both of them, well, I mean Richter technically, but like both of them are in my squad. I have to play as the fun characters. That's my weakness, is fun characters. Ganon, Bowser, Little Mac, Daisy, and Mega Man. That is a good roster. I found a newfound respect for Mega Man the last time I played Smash 4. He actually has a good kit. I never gave him credit. It's still not a kit I like using, and I really hope that I can like Mega Man. He was my biggest request before he actually got released in Smash 4. I wanted him so bad, and it sucked so much when I played him and he just sucked, you know? He's not complete trash, but I hated his moveset. I hope maybe just the way that Ultimate plays, I can finally love Mega Man. Man. And people were upset about Zero. Nah, I get that, but like, we got Mega Man. Mega Man is the hero, you know. If we get anyone else, bring out Wily. Let's see what you can do with Wily. That'd be crazy. All the Links and Marios. Hey, I'm all for it. Okay, so you got the 3 Links. Who's the other Mario? You talking about Luigi? Who's the other Mario? Oh, Dr. Mario. That's right. Mega Man. Oh yeah, his back air is killer. And I think it has bigger range in Ultimate, so that is good news. If I'm right about this. Oh, get ready for the heartbreaking moment for some people. This is... this is just cool to me, to see Shovel Knight in here. And I would have liked to be able to play as Shovel Knight, right? Like, any of these characters I would like if they were playable. But, man, this really upset some people.
All of it can be considered special gifts.
And then that upset some
another
people, but I
card
really don't get
just
the Ashley
arrived.
thing. If you want another WarioWare rep, make it a good character. Ooh, no, but seriously, where's Jimmy? Let me play as Jimmy. And Rathalos. This is, out of everything they showed, nothing made me go like
From the
this
Monster
did.
Hunter series,
This
Rathalos swoops
blew
in.
my mind. This was, my face was literally this. Hold on a
He
second.
appears as a boss,
That was my face.
but he can also show up as an assist trophy.
Because this was like,
Actually,
I think
he's
I've
the
actually
first
gone
character
insane.
to
I think
appear
I'm
as both.
hallucinating now. Because this was super early in the morning, if you guys remember. The August 8th Direct happened super early. Okay,
Before
I need to
we
be
go,
quiet.
I'd like us to
Oh, wait,
take
no,
a
never
quick
mind, they're
look
doing the
at
menu.
main menu.
I was thinking they were going to do the K. Rool tease into the trailer. But, man, Rathalos. And another boss hinting at that green mode being spirits. And I'm going to show you guys something in a second. Alright, hold on a second. Where's
As you
the...
can see, there's a mysterious mode here, but we can't
Ooh,
talk about
mysterious. I wonder if I can go frame by frame
As-
and show you guys that it's not as mysterious as we once thought. So let me move my... Do I even have to? I don't have to move my webcam. Look right to the right of my webcam. You start seeing the word spirits just a little bit. And then you see it a little bit more there. So you go back and forth from these, and you can amalgamate the word spirits. And this is just, from what I understand, very rookie video editing. But your mystery mode, ladies and gentlemen, is called Spirits. We don't know anything else. I would warn about spoilers or something here, but that's all we really know, is that it's called Spirits. So when I'm talking about Spirits, that's what I'm talking about.
As you can see, there's a
But we're getting a
mysterious
story
here,
mode, right?
But we can't
Why
talk
would they
about that
bother
just
blurring
yet.
it out and saving it for a
Also,
later
there's
date
a dashboard on the
if
right
it
side
wasn't
of
a
the
story
screen.
mode? Because what
This
other
can be
mode would be
accessed
that
at
big?
any
And people are
time
saying
by
maybe it's
pressing the
events
ZR
mode,
button.
but it's not. That's
Options
not
and control
events mode.
descriptions are listed
Why
here as
would
well.
they wait for events mode? Why would they blur out events mode?
That's
Why would
all
they
for
give
today's
events mode its own?
announcement.
Oh, here we go.
The entire development team is putting all of their energy into finishing the game, so please be patient until launch day.
The big moment.
Thank you so much for watching.
Around now, I was pretty sure. Okay, it's K. Rool. Then they show this, and I didn't make the heroes and villains connection when they showed this. I was just noticing how it was like on a CRT style screen. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? CRT, let me think. Then I see Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, and then I knew. DDD could not fool me. I knew I was getting King K. Rool. Oh my gosh, this was so exciting. If Rathalos is just an assist, imagine what they could do with Master and Crazy Hand. Yeah. I cannot wait to see them in, like, they were technically in 1080 in the last game, right? But in this new lighting, the new graphical system and everything in Ultimate, I can't wait to see it. The man, the myth, the legend, King K. Rool. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Such a cool kit. Look at that torture rack breaker, or whatever it's called. And the counter, it's a counter. I don't plan on using counters that much. That crown move looks like it'll be really fun to use, to set up combos with and stuff. They could, can it? Yeah, I would like if they just integrated events into story mode. That'd be kind of cool. It's like side quests, right? Like here, go here and do this, and it's basically an event, but you know, putting it in Spirits mode. Sorry, I was queuing something up there. Oh yeah, the Donkey Kong 64 Final Smash. That like hit me deep, cause I love Donkey Kong 64, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is, please just make another game like this. But who knows? Hey, maybe we'll get one. Okay, so out of obligation. Here we go. Now, hey, all jokes aside, Isabelle looks like a fun character, right? But it's kind of cruel that a lot of people were misled, and then, you know, they came out with, yeah, we are doing a new Animal Crossing, but they were misled into thinking this was a new Animal Crossing trailer, and then it is Smash, and then they couldn't enjoy the Smash trailer because they were just so upset that it wasn't Animal Crossing. Now, Isabelle had been leaked, so I already knew about Isabelle. It wasn't a concrete leak, but as soon as I saw this, I was like, okay, I guess that leak was true. So I wasn't upset. I was just like, you know, this is not exciting, you know. And I honestly, I blame the leak. I hate leakers. I wish they would just stop because they take away excitement from stuff like this. Yeah, Canon, it's so exciting that she's not Neko. I really thought that she would be, but no, and there's some stuff in her moveset that looks really fun. I love that they invite her to Smash the same way they invited Villager too, with a little letter. That's such a nice touch. Okay, let's look at this moveset a little bit. I'm curious how the bucket will work. That forward smash looks powerful, and the fishing rod is the reason I want to play Isabelle a little bit, because I really want to know how that works. They show in her character trailer Like, I think they... No, maybe I'm thinking about it in here, where she pulls Diddy Kong out of the water. I'm wondering if that means you could just pluck people out of the air with it. People keep calling her a semi-clone. Yeah, that's not even true. Dr. Mario, I guess, if you have to call anyone a semi-clone, it'd be someone like Dr. Mario. Do we say... Oh, we see... Everyone says no one died in this trailer. Just watch this. Tom Nook. That no one sits there in the dark for that long if they are not dead inside. This, honestly, that made me feel so sad for Tom Nook when I saw this. And then I got hope that this was gonna be Tom Nook in Smash Brothers, and I was like, okay, Tom Nook would be my 5th man in my squad right now, I'm pretty sure. I would love Tom Nook in Smash, but, you know, he did something more important. He announced a new Animal Crossing game, which is great. I can't wait. Which I don't know why this video continues into that. I think it's because I had to use GameXplain's mirror because I couldn't find Nintendo's. Which, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do that again because they have one really good video that just puts all of the character trailers in a row, so I don't have to go from one to the other. Nice job, GameXplain. You cut that off at just the right time. Alright, here we go. Forgive the logo for someone who is not me. Boo! No, I'm just kidding. I do appreciate these guys. I'm basically just gonna talk about whatever shows up in here, you know, but more importantly, I need to finish what I was saying about Isabelle. About being a semi-clone and everything like that, I feel like people are a little bit too concerned with putting a label on characters to determine if they're good or not. We all just need to play and see if they're fun. I think that's what's important here. If Isabelle's fun, then it was a good choice. If Isabelle's not fun, then maybe not, right? You can get a little taste from it, from these character trailers of how fast this game is. Some of them, like this one, is more cinematic than anything else. You're not really seeing too much as far as gameplay. But there's some where whoever filmed these do like insane combos. Oh, here's Samus, one of my guys, my girls. That back air is super powerful. Charging in midair, that's huge. That forward air is great, by the way. I feel like it's the best it's ever been. I really do. Young Link's and Peach's final smashes? Yeah, for real. What are they? Why are they such a secret? Oh, there's something that you might have missed. Yoshi's up B egg will bounce along the ground now. I think it only bounces once. I guess there's no real confirmation on that, but that's gonna be huge for spacing. Kirby has his melee dash attack back, which is huge. Because the other dash attack was fun, but it wasn't good, you know? It was a neat dash attack, but it was so easy to read. Classic melee music here. A lot of people have been saying Fox is really bad too, but I think that's just people who don't know what the hell they're talking about. Because I looked up Larry Lurr, who is like the best Fox player there is, and he said, no, he's not bad. He basically said, in so many words, you just don't know how to play him. Which I think is true for most of these characters. They have done such a great job at balancing that the tiers are not that divided. There is not like 17,000 tiers like people like to pretend. But yeah, so give anyone, the moral of the story, if you like a character, but people say, oh, they're low tier, tell them to go fuck themselves, and then play them anyway, and you'll probably enjoy it. Oh, also, people don't know that that taunt is a spike. Oh, my boy Ness. All the new effects and everything. He's so cool. How can people not like Ness? He is like the people's champion. Am I getting Soul Calibur 6? Yes. Shit, that came out... No, that comes out tomorrow. Never mind. I was about to say, that came out today, but it didn't. I'm gonna wait on like getting it, I think. I haven't really decided. You main Ganon? Hey, my two mains at the end of Smash 4 were Nessa and Ganon, so yeah, I'm about where you are too. Oh, Jigglypuff. I started playing Jigglypuff like pretty recently. Look, okay, that is the legendary combo. I just spit everywhere. That is the legendary combo. This is an item-based combo, but look, whoever came up with this, you are a hero. Like this is you're never gonna see this in a competitive match. Look at this though. Forward air, into a launch star, into a rest. Insane. I hope Jigglypuff's better in this game. I know people hate Jigglypuff because of Melee and everything. I hope she's better. I don't want her to be overpowered. I want her to be better. Same with Bayonetta, except opposite. I want Bayonetta to be worse. I don't want you to put her in the trash. I want you to make her worse so that she's actually on par instead of way better than everyone else. But yeah, about Soul Calibur 6, I might hold off on it, but I will be getting it. Listen to this song. This is so cool. And this is probably the most badass Final Smash in the entire game. Best princess? Yeah, Daisy's pretty damn cool. Okay, so here's one thing I'm worried about. I'm worried that even without wobbling, Ice Climbers are going to be the most annoying character to play against in this game. And that's including Bayonetta. Bayonetta's pretty annoying. Bayonetta is really annoying. And the players who play Bayonetta are pretty annoying on their own too. Not all of them. I say that so that I, you know, don't offend anyone in specific. But you know who you are. But yeah, just look at, like, look at this game. Damn, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, Ice Climbers, they have so many tools, and their shield pressure is so insane that I think when you're fighting Ice Climbers, it's just gonna be a pain in the ass. But we'll see. The game comes out in December, right? 50 days, you know. Oh, check this out. Bet you didn't know he had that now. Dr. Mario, instead of having the drill, now has a spike for his down air. Unbelievable. I'm gonna have to pick up Dr. Mario a little bit too. I'm getting way too many mains, but it's all worth it. That's so great to me that I'm gonna have so many characters I legitimately am dying to learn. Well, I'm not like literally dying, but you know what I mean. No, I don't have anything. Falco, it's Falco. I wanted to say something about Falco. This is funny. Falco's Falco. I just hope that he hits a little bit harder than he did in 4. And those dancing blade changes, I want to see more people use them. I want to see. There's probably going to be like a meta combination, like, oh, what you want to do is side down, and then you're gonna get the most damage or something, or combo potential or whatever. Young Link, this is the craziest character to me. No one ever thought Young Link was coming back. He was replaced with Wind Waker Link. And we figured, okay, Wind Waker Link is probably, it sounds like I'm saying Wind Wanker. I think I'm getting it cold. Wind Waker Link is unique enough, they'll probably change. Man, I have to talk about Ganondorf now, though. Ooh, because this is a big change. I need to say one thing to all of you out there right now who are playing on main and Ganondorf. He is still slow. I don't care what anyone is telling you right now. This man is still slow. He's still really slow, okay? He's faster. He's a lot faster. He's still slow. Don't think you're getting like Captain Falcondorf here. You're getting Ganondorf. But yeah. Moving on. Mewtwo is fucking cool. I'm glad they came back. I like that you can turn around with the neutral B now. It makes it a move you can actually use. Like, it had less utility than a Falcon Punch. Because even though a Falcon Punch is, like, really, really slow, at least when you hit it, it does something. And it's not so telegraphed, and you don't have to be just, like, standing in place. And it's just, it's ridiculous how bad that move was. Now that you can turn around, you can get some reads with it. I love the humor that they put in these. And that is so impactful. They do such a good job at making some of these moves feel like they freaking hurt. I love it. And I would like it if they made Pit good again. When I say again, I don't think he was ever like super good, but he didn't feel that great in 4. I would like for them to, and he's gonna be faster. I think that alone is gonna make every character just a ton better than they were before. Just the added speed. Zero Suit. One thing I could say about Zero Suit is everyone was offended at how small that they had made her breasts. They're like, oh, they nerfed her breast size, and then that immediately got overshadowed when people realized Snake's ass was smaller, and now no one even talks about the fact that they changed Zero Suit. It's all about Snake's tiny ass now. That really shows where people's priorities are. But hell, I mean, like, Snake had a legendary ass. I don't blame him. Speaking of. But man, Wario is a fun character. He has some changes too. I think they probably already showed it, but his dash attack is different now. He doesn't flop, he does the shoulder bash. That's great. The man Snake is back too. Incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's something to say about almost all these characters. Ike has the biggest hype leading up to Smash Bros. Ultimate's release, I think. Like, you got people like Ganondorf and Pokemon Trainer that a lot of people won't shut the hell up about. Ike is the one character that I see where people have actual examples. I'll speak of the devil with Pokemon Trainer. Like, this character's gonna be good, but everyone's saying that this is going to be, like, the biggest issue that you're gonna deal with in Smash Ultimate because he's too powerful. Every one of these characters, these individual 3 characters, has big strengths and big weaknesses that you can exploit. So, Pokemon Trainer isn't gonna be this, like, must main character. He's not gonna be, like, early Smash 4 Diddy or late Smash 4 Bayonetta. He's gonna be fun. And he's gonna be a really fun character, and he's gonna be good, but it's not the best character in the world. Oh, come on, don't kill Ness. That's not canonical. At least I hope not. I haven't played Mother 3. I hope that's not part of the story or something. I really want to, though. That is the long-term plan, is for me to play Mother 3 on stream. See, that's another thing. Shadow doesn't show up in here either. You would think that if he was still an assist trophy, that he would have shown up in here. And you would think... I don't know where I was going with this. If he was an assist trophy, he would have shown up in there. The fact that he didn't means he's probably a character they just haven't shown yet. I don't hate Olimar as a person. He seems nice. I hate Olimar players. Not as people either. It's just the way you have to play this guy is so spammy and so campy that it's annoying. So let's hope that the new speed fixes all of that. Like the camping with him and Rosalina and people like that, right? Was that 3 forward airs? Without touching the ground? That's insane. People might be sleeping on Lucario a little bit. we'll see how this goes. There's a lot of characters I think have potential that people aren't really focusing on yet, and part of that, of course, is because they're not in the demo. There's a set that made headlines, Toon Link against Bayonetta, that you need to look up. I don't remember the name. I want to say his name was Yeti, but I could be wrong. Look it up. It's recent, and I think it's Yeti versus Salem. I could be wrong. It's versus Salem. Toon Link versus Bayonetta. That Toon Link was incredible. You owe it to yourself to watch that set. This is a good song too. I still love that final smash. It's so ridiculous. Oh, this song is good. It's the Dr. Wily theme, right? That's so good. I'm gonna have to use this song. I'm gonna have to put that at like high priority on the music list. Oh, falling neutral air was a thing in 4. That made Wii Fit Trainer players so fun to watch. There aren't that many of them, but it's such a... The way that move hits when you hit all of it is so good, and it has so much combo potential. Thank you, Ness. I'm all in favor of killing Luma after the hell I went through with Rosalina in Smash 4. You can change direction on that, too? Ooh. No one tell Pulv. He's playing on maining Little Mag. I don't want him to have enough tools to kick my ass from day one. Let it take a little bit of time. The substitute's a really cool counter. It's pretty simple when you think about it, but just the fact that it leaves something behind, it's just a neat little touch. I don't know if you can do anything with it or not. Maybe you can. Yeah, I never really played Greninja. Okay. I'm gonna watch this really closely. I can't tell if her moves hit hard yet, because they really didn't in 4. They felt like you were kind of just like tapping someone on the head, right? It's like it does some damage, but it's not doing enough. I've hit a lull. There are characters I have nothing to say about. This is Robin. This is Robin. This is a character. Robin is a character. Thank you, Omega. I have no idea what that was though, because Streamlabs is broken. I also think I got hosted by somebody earlier in the stream, and if you're here, please tell me who you are. Oh, okay. Oh, I finally got Streamlabs working. Oh, no one hosted me. You guys are just here on your own? Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me, actually. But yeah, thanks, Omega. I appreciate it. You know, Bowser Jr. is a great character, too. If you're looking to mix it up, you're playing Smash 4, you're getting bored, pick up Bowser Jr. He's not as bad as people say. Man, it's still pretty weird that Ryu is in this game. Street Fighter has made it into Smash Brothers. That's kind of crazy. And also say, if you look up gameplay of Ryu in Smash Ultimate, he is going to be a force. There are a lot of combos that lead into Shoryuken, which is a very good kill move. And Cloud, people I keep hearing just say like, oh, Cloud got nerfed. This sucks. Cloud got nerfed. It's like, yeah, Cloud got nerfed in the same way Bayonetta needs to get nerfed. He was a little bit much. Not as much as Bayonetta by any means. He was a little bit much. He's still damn good. He is still one of the best. Corrin, I think, is going to be one of the best too. And I think people slept on her a little bit in 4. Smart Guy was hosting me? Was Smart Guy hosting me? Smart Guy does host me. But it never told me. Well, thank you, Smart. Again, you know, for your continued support of my stream. I really appreciate it. I had no idea Smart Guy was hosting me. Oh, well, I guess he hosted me. Thanks for filling me in, because Streamlabs sure as hell didn't. Thank you, Smart. If you're still here, Smart, if you were ever here, I don't know. Thank you. I appreciate it. I always appreciate you hosting me. Okay, Ridley's gonna be the last one in this video, but then I have to switch videos to go to the other 5. It's not, can I cover this up with something? No, it's not me. They just, thank you GameXplain for these videos. Anyway, these characters, these new 5, have to be the most exciting 5, right? They're just, like, Chrom and Dark Samus, right? They're about like here. You know, they're good. Apparently highly requested, right? But Richter and Simon and K. Rool, those are huge. Yeah, Omega, I don't think it even alerted me of the host. That's the big thing. I don't get... It's not like he didn't have enough viewers for it to hit the minimum. It's not like I have it set to 1,000 viewers. And even if I did, with how Smart Guy's been doing recently, he could probably get there. Smart Guy's been very successful recently, very happy for him. Look at that. Look at that combo. So have you always been able to angle aerials? I want to go back a little bit. There's... Oh, get that out of here. That's a forward air, right? But it's going at like a downward angle, which I would say, okay, maybe that's just the angle. But then he hits it again right here, and it's going in an upward angle. Has this always been a thing in Smash Brothers, or is this something specific for Simon and Richter? Or does his aerials just work like, kind of like in Castlevania, where you can do it in multiple directions, like whichever way you tilt the stick, you're just like, maybe all his aerials are using his whip. But no, because, didn't they show before? Yeah, that's his down air. That's his upbeat. So yeah, it goes down, it goes up. Is that a thing? And then also, what is his tether move? Because it's none of his specials. Is that just if you do an aerial to the side that does it? Maybe? I don't know. Simon is a mystery. I'm really interested in seeing how he works. Or maybe his Z air is that, actually. Even though his grab isn't a tether grab, or a ranged grab, you know. Maybe it still works like that. Man, K. Rool. So good! I cannot wait for K. Rool. He's gonna be so fun to play. Man. And then this homage to Donkey Kong 64. Huge. Huge for me. Nah. So, okay, that's everything. That's what sucks is I was hoping that we would have a new direct today. Not today specifically, but you know, the day that I ended up doing this viewing party. I was hoping we'd have a new direct, and then I could comb through that, maybe even frame by frame if I felt it necessary, and say, oh, here's this new thing, here's this new thing. But we've seen it, right? We've seen all this before, and it's still outstanding. It's still exciting, and I might even go through, probably not the character videos, but the E3 and the August 8th directs again before the next one, you know, that same day leading up to the time that it goes live. But that's pretty much it. That's all we really have as far as content to, you know, to really go